In her ongoing effort to paint the state of Arizona as somehow victimized because of the state's Papers, Please law, Governor Jan Brewer has conjured up a new enemy when she's going to have a hard time getting to show her its papers. It's the U.S. State Department. Foggy Bottom is on Jan Brewer's enemies list because, as part of its first ever United Nations Human Rights Council Universal Periodic Review, the State Department quietly noted that, quote, a recent Arizona law, SB 1070, has generated significant attention and debate at home and around the world. The issue is being addressed in a court action that argues that the federal government has the authority to set and enforce immigration law. That action is ongoing. Parts of the law are currently enjoined. All true. That basic statement of fact enraged the governor of Arizona, prompted her to write to Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to demand that the reference be taken out. Quote, simply put, it is downright offensive that the U.S. State Department included the state of Arizona and SB 1070 in a report to the UN Council on Human Rights, whose members include such renowned human rights champions, in quotes, as Cuba and Libya, as well as 45 other members like, the United States, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, but hey, who's counting? Also defending your own human rights issues by bringing up Cuba and Libya because they're so much worse? I don't know. Governor Brewer then goes on to write, quote, apparently the federal government is trying to make an international human rights case out of SB 1070 on the heels of already filing a federal court case against the state of Arizona. The idea of our own American government submitting the duly enacted laws of a state of the United States to review by the United Nations is internationalism run amok and unconstitutional. Internationalism run amok. Never mind, that isn't true. There is no United Nations human rights case against Arizona, but Governor Brewer wants you to know that she will defend her state against this mythical black helicopters attack to the bitter end. Quote, be assured that the state of Arizona will fight any attempt by the U.S. Department of State and the United Nations to interfere with the duly enacted laws of the state of Arizona in accordance with the U.S. Constitution. Governor Brewer, the United Nations is not fighting you. The U.S. is fighting you. The United States is fighting you, not the United Nations, the United States, on behalf of the United States Constitution. You can pass your Papers, Please law all you want, but when people against that law point out that they are fighting it in order to defend human rights in the specific way that human rights are defined in the American Constitution, those people are correct. It is a human rights issue, and you are on the wrong side of it. Feels gross, doesn't it?